Good afternoon. My name is Larry Chattin, and I'd like to talk to you today about a subject that's near and dear to my heart: medical marijuana and the workplace. According to David Lynch, in his article on March 13, 2014, HB H885, medicinal marijuana cannabis, passes the House. The Georgia State House of Representatives has overwhelmingly passed 171 to 8, a bill that legalized the use of certain kinds of marijuana for medical treatment. Wow. Yeah. What? House Bill HB 885, Hawley's Hope Act, will provide for continued research into medical marijuana, select the academic medical centers to conduct research, and regulate activities of relevant programs and boards. HB 885 will allow for medical cannabis to be administered not only for patients suffering from seizures or disorders. It will only be available in oral and pill form, not smoked. The marijuana allowed by this bill is low in THC, a chemical that produces the high feeling when you use cannabis, which it is high in cannabinoids, which has a medical value. CBD are known to have no psychological effects. There's evidence they are effective of curbing Crohn's disease, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and multiple sclerosis. The bill will now go to the Georgia House Senate. If the bill gains approval in Georgia Senate and is approved into law by Governor Deal, then Georgia will be the first southern state to pass a medical marijuana law. It would join 20 other states that has already passed this law. This is according to James Blakely of the U.S. Times report in 15 December 2013. But what does this mean to a veteran who has been diagnosed with PTSD? At first, it looks like it's a blessing, because now you can deal with a debilitating disease and operate normally in society. Soon I'll be able to legally purchase a drug that will bring me a sense of normalcy, and I can live in my home state. But what is normal? I can take the drug for my malady and go to work. The job will administer a drug test and terminate me because I have THC in my system. Or I can go without the medication and try to live a normal life with PTSD. Then my family suffers with me. I'm darned if I do, and I'm darned if I don't. What has brought us to this situation? The legalization of medical marijuana has caused much legal confusion. Marijuana is classified as a Schedule I substance under the Controlled Substance Act of 1970. This means it is illegal for individuals to possess, ingest, grow, or manufacture, import, distribute, or sell any quantity of marijuana. Even in the 20 states that have legalized medical marijuana, I cannot obtain a prescription that can be redeemed in any pharmacy that dispenses medication regulated by the Federal Drug Administration of 2009. In 2009, the U.S. Department of Justice issued a memo to federal prosecutors advising them not to waste federal resources on prosecuting individuals who use medical marijuana in compliance with state laws. This sounds very promising. However, many employers already have policies in place governing employees' use of alcohol and illegal drugs and providing drug testing. Changes in state law do not diminish effectiveness of these policies. Remember, the employer wants to give the impression of having a safe work environment for his employees. It is profitable to show the stockholders and customers that the company will not tolerate any drug usage, medical or recreational, in the workplace. Hence, instead of dealing with each individual on a case-by-case basis, it is easier to replace an individual. This is an outrage, you might say, but it happens. There are many cases in the 20 states that have legalized medical marijuana where employees have been authorized to take medical marijuana and have been terminated because of the company's zero tolerance policy. And the courts in that state have upheld the company's dismissal. This is according to Harriet Hartman in the Employment Relations Law Journal, Volume 38 in spring 2013, titled Legalized Marijuana and the Workplace, a Trend. It is a good thing that marijuana has gone beyond its negative image and can be a useful medical tool. It is encouraging, but at the same time, employers must come into the 21st century and make concessions for their employees. When this happens, I will no longer have to worry about darned if I do or darned if I don't. Especially in times when you have soldiers that's coming around back from Afghanistan, that's coming back from Iraq, and they have PTSD and they need to use medical marijuana. Thank you for your time.